Okay, so everyone, good morning. How are you this morning, everyone? And have you got your breakfast already before you start your class today, everyone? And are you ready to start it? And do you bring all your material, your course book around you right now, everyone? Okay, so today lesson we are going to study about the narrative paragraph. Okay, part 4, revising and proofreading on page 79. Okay, so before we study, teacher would like you to review the lesson that we studied yesterday, everyone. So yesterday you have learned how the use of can and could or will be able to, right? And can and could use for the ability, and cannot or could not use for lack ability. But can we use in the present and could we use in the past, right? So this is if we are talking about the natural meaning of using can and could. Anyway, when we are talking about the formal and informal way, we gonna talk in the same way, but the degree of using the modal verb in this sense are different from the natural sense or natural meaning. You can say, like, when we ask for permission with can, it is informal, and when we ask with could, it is more formal, right? And to request something, okay, also could is more formal or more polite. For possibility, okay, and possibility in the past. Okay, but the difference between about the possibility is it can get very cold there at night. So meaning that now it is not cold, but just predict to something that may be possible at night. It's gonna be cold. But if you use the possibility in the past, we use could, okay, plus with have or plus with past participle. Could have but 3. What, okay? You could have broken your leg. Possibility, but it is in the past. To offer for help or suggestion, we use can I carry your bag for you? Just offer for help. And the suggestion, we could go to the movie if you like. So yep, you can see the compare. And cannot mean not allowed, like you cannot smoke in this room. It means you are not allowed to smoke in this room, right? And you can't go to the party. So if we talk about the like if we had some oranges, I could make you some fresh juice. So mean would be able to. So we cannot use can in this conditional sentence. We call second conditional sentence. The past simple and with would plus with verb 1 or could plus with verb 1. We can use can. But what about the meaning, everyone? The meaning is about in the what? The conditional sentence. Zero conditional mean logically true or scientifically true. Okay, if you boil the waters at 100 Celsius, the water boil, or you say that the water boil at 100 Celsius. And for conditional, if it is not perhaps or maybe true in the future, if I have money I will buy a car, so it probably true in the future. So if the second conditional, like if we had some oranges, I could make you some fresh juice. So this is about the second conditional, but it is untrue. Okay, untrue. Okay, so without any further delay, teacher would like you to see the next slide, everyone. So okay, about revising and proofreading. So you can turn your book on page 80, everyone, page 80, and you see the paragraph here. read the paragraph, choose the best answer that places the underlying mistake in the paragraph. So this is still about the zipper one. So who made the zipper one? Okay, like the zipper must be one of the greatest invention in history. It was invented by Whitcomb Jackson. He wanted a device, okay, that could separate two things. He then did this in 1891. It was called the glass locker. Okay, many years ago it is called the zipper, and it can't be used for clothes, bag, and much more. So the first one you see, like separate, separate it. Okay, already explained you, like with connect, break, and stay. So you can use the word connect instead of the word separate two things. Okay, connect and separate. When you say the word like connect, I mean use a tool in order to link it together. But if you separate, I mean you split it away. So we don't use separate here, but we use connect two things. Okay. And the number two, we have like then he did this many years ago and can't. So you have to revise this the text, by using another word in replace of the word that labeled by the underline. You see like the first one like then, and you go to the number two. You can say A. So he did this. Okay. B. Second, he did this. C. First, he did this. So what is your answer, everyone? Okay, so the right answer is, okay, let's check everyone. First. Okay, so let number two, the opinion, the first one, he separate two things, mean he connect two things. So he then, so then this is part of the transition, used to like to tell the sequence of the idea. Okay, but actually he did this in 1891. This is the first time that he did it. As you can see in the previous video, we talk about the great invention, the zipper. So he first did this in 1891, right? So it called the glass locker. Like many years ago, it is called the zipper. So many years ago. So okay, like number three, today, longer ago, and later. So what is your answer, everyone? Many years ago. If you mention many years ago, meaning that now we don't call zipper. Okay, so it is called the zipper. So what is your best answer, everyone? So we can say today it's called a zipper, and it won't, can't. So go to the number four, like could, is able to, or can. Let it be automatically wrong because is able to, okay, should have to. And what about can? Good one. And could. So the right answer is can. It can be used, not can't. It can be used for clothes because of the zipper. We can use it variety, for clothes, for bag, okay, for suitcase, okay, for dress, and so on. So now everyone, let's move to the next slide. Okay, you see another revising. You see the circle with the can or could, was, were, or be able to, everyone. Okay, basically, the distinguish between can and be able to. Be able to can be about the difficulty situation, or mean the challenge difficulty, mean the baby or okay able to walk. The baby is able to walk, mean before that he or she doesn't know how to walk. Okay. If we say like can, it's okay, but based on the explanation, we can choose be able to is better than can. Okay. So now we change. Let's do one. In 1888, John Locke changed the way that people could write. Mr. Locke was a letters worker. Okay, leather. It made from the skin of the animal. Okay, leather. Worker in the United States, and he needed a way to what? To can, to be able to write on a letter. Mr. Locke put a ball on the end of a tube, tube. You drink the coffee by using tube, okay, and then the tube is able to could hold ink. He raised the tube up and rolled the ball across the letter, so the ink could or had to come out. John Locke was then able to write a letter. He had invented the first ball pen. So this is the history of creating the pen, everyone, by John Locke in 1888, everyone. So now please work on this, everyone. So teacher would like to check for you, and let's check, everyone. So the first of all already given, like could. Okay, what about the number 2? He needed a way to can, or a way to be able to. Actually, can is a modal verb. It stands next to the subject, okay, and before the verb. So can cannot follow by to, everyone, but be able to can. So we use be able to write on a letter. And then go to number 3, and then the shoe is able to could hold ink. So this is about the past experience. So should we use is able to or could, everyone? So the right answer is could, right? Use could. If is able to, just about the present simple. Okay, hold the ink. And number 4, the letters, so the ink could had to come out. So had to or could. The right answer is could, right? Could come out. John Locke is or was then able to. So number 5, was or is, everyone? Was, because we still talk about past experience in 1888. Then able to or able to write on letters. So the right answer is able to, right? Because we use able to plus with verb 1, not able plus with verb 1, right? Okay, so teacher give you some tip about the transitional word that you use in the paragraph, everyone. Later on, you will work on page 81 about the Fred Nobel dynamic. Okay, but before that, teacher would like to introduce some the transitional word. When you want to add like addition, you add more meaning, or you add the parallel sentence, you use this type of the transitional one, like and, to, or so, or as well as, right? To emphasize, you just say indeed, okay, or so, of course, certainly, especially, okay, or especially. To order, to order your paragraph, you can say first, second, third, okay, or you can firstly, secondly, or thirdly, finally, or at this time, okay. And if you compare, you just say like, as if, as and as, and equally or similarly, you compare. So okay everyone, so this is come to the end of your section today, and teacher would like to say thank you very much for your watching this video, and see you in the second session everyone. Thank you.